Well, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. How you doing, Andy?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Jolly
I
good.
am currently navigating across my very wide monitor, so
Don't get
you'll be able
lost.
to see my face from all the different angles, which is not what this show's about.
Whoa, you don't
It's
know what people call in for here.
That's true. Are they calling in?
Wow, that could be the next feature.
I'd love to do a radio show. Don't know
Call
about you.
ins. Would be a good laugh.
We are in with the D's who have just set off. They seem to be relatively together. There's a few chaps and chapettes who have slightly fallen off the back. He can see already that Nick, who is our pacer, maybe he was on it's possible he was on a TT bike.
Got
And
excited.
then he changed in the pens, and it just is not reflected here. But he looks like he's on a TT bike as it currently stands. Ugh, and it is an ugly TT bike at
Oh
that.
no, what's going
But
on?
but his biceps are looking pretty pumped. So I don't know what he's up to. But there we go. This is Nick. Nick is our sweeper this week. He's slightly off the back from the group, but hopefully he'll bring these other riders back to the main group of the D's, because I don't know what the numbers were looking like. The D's have a slight advantage this week because look, and he's off. Nicky Timmins, he's like, come on, guys.
They can draft him. He just can't draft them. That's it.
Let's see if Kate's in there as well. Well, he is bridging that gap, so that is good to see.
There's about 20 Ds on Swift Power,
which is not bad.
It's about the same throughout. Categories are about that 20 mark from the looks of it, so it's going to be very evenly spread on the numbers.
Good evening, Ian, in the chat.
Evening.
Ian is already in the chat. If you are watching and you do want to join in the chat, then just drop us a message, and we will take a look and respond. I can't agree appropriately, but we will respond to some sort of degree. The C's are off. And
just leaving.
You can see Izzy there, who is in charge. He's saying blob up quickly. Yeah. So the time gaps this week actually are pretty similar, I think. I'm just going to move my webcam over this way because I think I'm going to be mainly talking in this direction. I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe you need a few different webcams, and
that's true. I have another webcam, but I took it off the monitor. So Ian's already in the chat saying the C's have this. Well, proof will be in the pudding, I think.
So what are our gaps today? How far out we spread?
So actually, I've decided that because we've had the likes of Nathan Guerra in the A's, and he's been charging it down, I kept them the same. I've kept them the same as though we were doing a hillier route, because now that we've had more aggressive riding from the A's, actually the time gaps for a hillier routes worked out pretty well on the flatter routes as well. This is going to be a challenging one because this is pan flat. So
yeah, very flat. They're only. Oh, where's my elevation gone?
Well, there's only 1 meter of elevation.
There we are. It doesn't even give you any because it's that short. Oh, over the whole race, there's 131 meters. That's nothing. Flat.
I mean, it's still more than we get in Berlin, to be fair. I don't know where. There's that little tiny ramp up. I don't know how that adds up to. There's a few little spots, but it's surprising it even adds up to that much, to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably just that odd meter up and down just ticks over. 25k in total, so it's short. I mean,
to be honest, the C's, like week in, week out, have been the team who have always had the most amount of riders. And I think on a course like today, that should play into the hands. I mean, I think they've actually probably had the advantage for quite a few races. They've just not really utilized it. I don't know why. They've been dysfunctional. They just haven't worked together as a team. I don't know what it is. Something has not been working out
I'm not sure.
for them.
Probably that feeling though of once they're caught, they could have the opportunity to hang on. Some do try, but obviously it's whether they can stay away. That's the hardest thing. But I think it's easier when you're chasing than to be chased.
Oh, I can see also in the chat there is well, I don't know if there's a Rice Clink or is it Ricklink? I don't know, but it says
Ricardo.
weekly. No, that's not his username, is it? Or has he changed it?
Pictures, I think.
Weekly Twitch highlight, which I don't know if that probably means you're not watching enough Twitch, but I'll take it.
Most likely. And I think we're both back as well now after 2 weeks of just one of us here.
True. Last week I tried to do it, from my parents' house in the middle of nowhere, with like no tools whatsoever. Somehow it semi worked out, and then you did it Saturday the week before. So, but yeah, we're back together. We're on proper hardware, although I'm on new hardware, so whatever. But it seems to be working all right.
Seems fine. Just doing the job.
If you are watching and you're wondering what the hell is this, which I presume is zero amount of people who are watching, but you are watching the Chase of the Underground. We run it every Friday, 8 p.m. CET is our chase race. And you're wondering what the coalition is, then come join us. We're the fastest growing, or we have been the fastest growing team on Zwift. And you can join us on Discord, discord.gg/coalition. Right, now that's out of the way. Thank you to our sponsors. Facebook user, we can't see who that actually is, but it says this is fantastic. Correct. You're
always fantastic.
100% correct.
Just looking at the post you put up of your new screen, you've got a very creepy portrait looking over the screen at you, I have to say.
That is a portrait of Medusa.
Yeah.
I believe also by a artist from Berlin. So
well,
I like to represent.
Make sure you're doing your work. That's it.
Yeah, for the tourist board. Well, here we are. We're with the bees. They've got a 3-minute gap to the C's. Now I'm starting to feel bad, seeing as I created that.
Let's spread out.
But I feel like the bees. I feel like if the A's catch the bees, then they have a good chance of getting the win. I mean, we've seen week after week the D's being a little bit disorganized. And you just want to grab all the D's and just shake them and say, "Come on, guys! If you all work together a little bit better." But flat course, so could be the one for them. Andy, you are the man who has a mouse who can click on websites.
Oh, I'm on Zwift Power and live.
There we go. Right, good.
You want some gaps?
Yeah.
Or some ETAs. Well, the A's haven't even left yet. At the moment, it has the B's out front. A minute later, the C's, and the D's 2 minutes behind that. But we'll see what's happening. The gap is already coming down from the C's to D's. They're now only 3 minutes back. Did they only start at 3 minutes?
All right, so what are you telling me? Come on, break it down, layman's terms.
Oh, the C's have a 2 minute 55 gap from the D's, and the B's are still at their 3 minute gap.
Tell me in layman's terms, who's going to win?
And the A's have left now. Well, who's going to win? Oh, I'm going to go with the A's. It's a big hitter.
What do you mean you're going to go with the A's? I don't want to know what your bias is. You say A's every single week. What does Zwift Power say? Tell me.
A's. That's why I'm saying the A's. It does. They've just left, and it's already put them first.
Bollocks. You're talking bollocks.
Give it a refresh. We'll tell you.
You're talking grade A bollocks. Right. There's no way Zwift Power has the A's winning when they only just started.
Oh, that's the ridiculous thing of Zwift Power for you. So the B's are sat in at 39 minutes 10 with the A's 20 seconds back. So it's all down to that finish.
Right, well, we are in with the A's live. Facebook user says, Reese, why are you not racing? Thank you, Facebook user. Yeah, it's my mum, I think, yeah. I would race, but I'm afraid that there's not a cat for me. There's no A+ cat, unfortunately. So I would not want to destroy Nathan Guerra is in the A's, and he's a nice guy. I don't want to destroy him. I don't want to embarrass him. So
battle of the commentators.
So I've decided the best thing for everyone is that I just sit in a comfy seat and talk shit to everyone. So
that's why I'm here.
Yeah. Facebook user says, I'm in the coalition, by the way. Just so you know, because we use Restream chat for all of the... it aggregates all of the chat that we get. We can't actually see usernames from Facebook. So you are genuinely just known as Facebook user in the interface that we have. So you might be someone I know. It might be my mum. We just never will. We'll just never know. So
the mystery will elude us.
It's a mystery, exactly, until I actually go back into the Facebook group and see who actually was saying things. But by then it'll be too late. So yeah. Anyway,
you can always tell us in the Discord, in the coalition Discord, and we can find out.
Philip Ads 04 says, "Am I known as Twitch user?" Is that? Do you think that's Philippa?
Could be. Yeah, it's Philippa, I'd say.
I think it's Philippa. Yeah.
04 is probably the year she was born as well, so that add up.
Yeah, 2004, I think so. Facebook user says it's Glyn Lilly. Def not your mum. Well, that is what my mum would say. So whatever's mum. Can't trick me. Glyn Lilly, that's not a real name. No, thank you, Glyn. Now we know it's you. But if somebody else also on Facebook comments, then we just presume it's all Glyn. Steve from Perception riding in the A's. Cat up mission today for him. Wow. Nice. That is music to my ears. So those that don't know about the coalition, we're very passionate about e-racing. We believe in clean, transparent racing. That's why we're one of the few teams that actually has every rider who does a weigh-in at the beginning of ZRL. So if you're on another team, maybe get your riders to do a weigh-in. That would be cool.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be nice. So, but we also really encourage our riders to push themselves, not to do sandbagging, but to try and see how they would do moving up a cat. We know that, like, basically in Zwift, it is difficult to move up a cat. I've done it myself, and normally starts out fairly demoralizing, to be honest.
It's definitely a hit on the ego boost. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, I think if you're really keen in just making yourself a better rider, then that's the only way to do it, basically, is to cat up and take that step up and just accept that you're going to get a bit of a battering and until you won't. So really cool.
That's always going to stay within the limits, aren't they? So
yeah,
so
really cool that Steve is out there riding with the A's, seeing how he is going to hang tough. We'll try and find him. And see how he's getting on. Here is Nathan Guerra, the world famous Nathan Guerra. I've never heard of another Nathan Guerra outside of the world of Zwift. So I believe he's the only one. He's rocking the DT Swiss disc wheels, as I see a few of the riders are. Normally Nathan is the guy out the front, drilling it, but maybe he's being sensible. Maybe he's saving a few biscuits for later. He's tucked them in his pajamas and he's going to have them when he slips into bed. I don't know. What do you think?
I'd say so. I just caught notice of whoever's riding the Tron in that group. He just went for the sprint segment, I think. Getting those power down straight out the saddle.
Yeah, well, the gap is already down to 2 minutes. It seems to be coming down pretty quickly, to be honest. Here he is, the Guerra. I think he has heard. He must be.
It's his turn.
he's got to be tapped in to the live stream, because I think he's nibbling on one of those biscuits right now. So he's not going to save them. He's going to be the guy pushing on. He was doing 6.7 as we spoke. Oh, he's come off the gas. So almost
He's
like
gapping his guys.
like a team time trial. He did a big pull. He's going to let everybody come through. He's going to put, okay, the edges of that biscuit. I think he had half a biscuit there. The edges of those biscuits are going to be a little bit soggy. But
so the A's are the only ones not using our group chats and the public group chats and the audio.
Really? Well, that's a little bit disturbing.
Other than Aaron, he's the only one talking to himself. So that's
Waffles and Wills in the chat, which I think's Ben, says Holly is killing the Zwift chat. In future, actually, I might tap into the Discord and just try and pull in some audio if there are going to be some hijinks.
Absolutely.
In the audio, because I mean, I need some sort of something to compensate for you not being prepared for this in any way.
I know. Hey.
Have you got any sort of catchphrase?
No, not at all. It's been one of those weeks. I've not even got at it, not even thought about it.
What do you mean it's been one of those weeks? This is every week. Every week I say, have you got a catchphrase? And you're like, no, just make something up. Come on, just here's your chance. Nathan's on the front. He's doing a big pull. What are you going to say?
So you put me on the spot. It throws me out every single time. I'm looking at gaps. That's it. Well, he's gapping the guys. He's moving forwards.
He's gapping the guys. He's gapping the guys. What? Anything else?
Well, times are coming down. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the data, the info.
It's wild stuff.
I know. Do you want to know who's coming in first?
No.
All right, I won't tell you then.
Oh, I want to be entertained.
I see. I don't know why you have me back. So the A's are coming in first at the moment.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. B's and C's together. That's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Oh, they've just been overtaken on the other side of the road. There he goes. But Ian said, you put me on the spot is your new catchphrase. Probably should be.
It should. It makes sense. That I'm unprepared.
Either that or, oh, I don't know.
What's your catchphrase?
I don't know.
Where are you at today?
Right, we're going to jump in. Enough of the A's. Let's jump in with the gap, by the way, is coming down all over the shop, to be honest. But I heard there was a little bit of nomming going on, apparently. I don't know if that was the C's catching the D's.
Not yet. They're about halfway down, though.
What does that mean? What's halfway down mean?
They've halved the gap already. That's where they're at.
Right. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Well, how many weeks have we done this? You've got to...
I've had time away.
I'm going to send you on media training, I think.
Yeah, it makes sense. This is why
maybe I need to sell some more training plans, and then I can just send you off on some sort of commentary course. Or something. I don't know what it is.
I'm an engineer. Like, we're not built for talking to people.
Well, just build something for talking then. Build yourself up to the task. Build yourself a training plan of how to say stuff.
How to come up with catchphrases. That's where we need to be at.
Anyway, we were with the C's. The gap, whoa.
Just over a minute.
Is it?
This is Swift Power for you.
Well, I
just over a minute.
There you go, Vandera. 30 seconds. It's oh no, it's oh
someone's
my
dropped.
God, Swift.
Nick is...
It's all over the shop. I think it's about 45 seconds. So we're 11.2 kilometers in, at least with the C's. And yeah, I think the way they are going about their business, they will catch the D's. Izzy there's at the front, and he is he's bossing them around, which I like to see. Ian is in the chat. He says, "C power."
Ian's riding as well, so he's here chatting away whilst racing.
Well, that clearly means he's not doing enough work, is he? If he's too
No.
busy texting in to the show.
Off you go on the front, Ian.
Come on, Ian, do a pull. Come on, you're on telly. Where is he? There he is. There he is. There
Run
he
your
is.
15-second PB. Come on.
Come on, Ian. There he is. Orange
Go on.
numbers, 12 was
All the
kilos.
way. All the way.
Through the arcade. Ah.
Oh, he's going to upset a
There
few
he
of
is,
them.
Ian. Whee. Everybody else in the team will be going, Ian, what are you doing, mate? Look at that. That's what happens.
Flying.
You get a little bit of TV time and you go a little bit AWOL, but you love to see it, don't you?
We do.
You love to see it. You're not wrong, by the way.
Look at that action.
You are not wrong. It is still a minute to the Ds. There's a couple of Ds who are off the back. But so you can see actually Nick, who is the sweeper for the Ds. I don't know if he's on our team time.
40 seconds back, apparently.
I don't know if he is actually on this time trial bike, but if he is, that is a faux pas. Plus, he's on an. I think this is the old Shiv, and they're shit. So I presume virtually it's even shitter, but in real life they're shit. And the new ones were slightly better, but the water bottles, which were behind the seat tubes, kept falling apart. So not much better, but maybe in Zwift they're a bit better. So, but we're going to stay with this because you can see that the first lap is done. And the C's are going to do a little nibble, not a nom, but a little nibble of the D's who are off the back. So here we are,
It's
just
the
a little
appetizer.
taster, a little aperitif
Nom.
of what is to come from as far as the noms go.
Nom. Nom. Nom.
A little joke there from Holly says, my wife told me to stop impersonating a flamingo. Had to put my foot down. Well, my wife has given out a wee chuckle regarding that one, so which doesn't say much. But
I had a crack the other day, but I've already forgotten it. There's not really much point.
That's hilarious, mate.
Oh no, yeah.
Actually, they're not PC either. About crackers.
I could have, couldn't I?
Yeah.
If it is Jacob, but I'm not.
If you are watching and you do know how to commentate a race, please do write in because it's very sad that Andy will be leaving us soon.
Yeah, I get the feeling of that.
Every week I say, hey, you're going to come with some catchphrases, and he doesn't come up with any. And I don't know.
He didn't say that this week, actually.
No, but it's just on a repeat.
It's unexpected. I know.
Do you ever get to the end of a piece of sheet music and there's two little dots?
I can't read music, so...
No, I think that's a list of things you can't read.
Times, that's another thing, you know.
Right. Speaking of, go on, I'll let you read something. What are the gaps currently saying on Zwift Power?
Let me refresh. So, the C's and the B's are coming in on the second to each other.
Really?
10 seconds back of the A's, and then the D's are out the back of that. So will the C's tuck in with the B's and finish together? That's the question.
So since we've been talking, the gap's come down by another 20 seconds between the D's and the C's. So only 40 seconds. So I don't think the D's are going to hold on, but they're doing a grand job. But who is this off the front for the D's? Bear, what are you doing? This is barely responsible, Mr. Bear.
Doesn't want to get caught.
Well, he is doing, well, not that much. 3.5. Hey, listen, mate.
All subjective.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, are you in the wrong cat, Bear? Maybe he's just bearing his soul. I don't know. But we are bearing witness to Bear, who is riding off the front of the D's. And that is not appropriate behavior, I'm afraid. At 2.5, 2.7, 2.8. I can keep reading out the watts per kilograms.
Maybe this
but
is
you
why
don't
he's
need me to.
teamless.
Look at that cadence! What was he doing there?
I missed that.
I don't know. I looked at his RPM and it said it looked normal, but his avatar was saying otherwise. So there you go. A little bit of confusion. D Bridges in there. I don't know if that is D Bridge, the drum and bass legend. Could be.
Michael Jordan's even in there. You know,
Is he? So we've got Michael
out
Jordan.
to slam some
We've
hoops.
got D Bridge, who made one of the
Rob Du
best
Bois.
ever interstitial drum and bass tunes in the world. True Romance. I don't know if anybody ever wants to claim that they have the best interstitial drum and bass track in the world, but he does. So welcome D Bridge, formerly of Bad Company, but looks like you're in good company tonight. Bang, 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 bang. See that segue? Are you listening, Andy? Are you taking notes? I want to see a pen and paper from you.
So I'm quiet.
I'm
Jotting
trying
it
to
all
build,
down.
I'm trying to build bridges with you.
Yeah, I got that. Nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been burning bridges, I think, for most of the night. But
Slightly.
Philippa says these jokes are unbearable. Philippa, why are you not actually in this race?
Yeah, why not?
Are you studying? I see that a lot actually when people are studying, and that means they can't join.
They don't turn up for your racing either.
Yeah, exactly. So, but here we are. We're in with these D's.
Well, I think the C's are in the process of about to catch some of them.
This is
You are.
horrendous. This is obscene. The gap was 40 seconds.
Yeah, and it's just dropped.
They've been lollygagging. I don't know if they've been busy listening to this stream. And
The
that
D's
has
just given
somehow
up.
Put them off. But here we are. The C's are going to catch the D's. And we are going to have our first nom nom of the night, I think. Are you ready? Are you ready?
A proper
Andy?
nom. We're
Yeah, proper
always
nom.
ready.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom, the nom, nom. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, I've got a sore throat. Oh,
Careful.
I need a glass of water. This stream brought to you by water.
And Wasser,
Yeah.
bit unlike you. You're going on a detox.
No, but we went to the pub first. So I toxed before the race rather than during it. Well, look. There are a couple of D's. D Bridges in there, drum and bass legend. Hanging in there. We'll see whether any of these are actually on Zwift Power and actually.
D Bridges is on Zwift Power. Doug Bridges.
Doug. Doug?
Doug.
It would be Doug
D-O-U-G.
in German. Doug in German. That's Dutch. Well, there you go. We've got this amalgamation of the C's and a couple of loose D's bobbing around in the sea of C's. Quite a few though. So yeah, I'm surprised to see that, but there's so many D's in with the C's. But they
hold on. That's it. I guess it's not too bad because they're overtaking on a flattish part of the course. It's not like on a hill where you just get overwhelmed. They have a bit more.
True. I hate to see
proper
people
draft.
being overwhelmed. Do you?
I love it. It's great.
All right.
Well, let's spit them out. Off they go.
Let's hop back and see if we can see the C gap to the D's or the B's. Ooh,
Zwift Power's given me 1 minute.
What does that mean? 50 seconds, I think. But that is to the back of the D's. The B's a little bit scraggly here. What you got to say about that?
Holding tight. It's awful. They need fitting together. But, you know, we've been giving them too much. Oh, no, we were with the C's earlier for getting the sprinting on the go, aren't we? They're all ploughing together. They're doing some work. You see what they're there. They're pulling on the front, surging, getting too excited.
Yeah, but that's not good, is it? I mean, that is like you're all sat out bobbing in the sea, and there's a wave coming, and you're supposed to take it in turn, but then everybody gets up and starts surfing around at the same time, and then you're crashing into each other, and then before you know it, you're having your back scraped across the coral reef, and you're out the back, and you're miserable, and you're bleeding, and you're just going,
Chewed to pieces.
why the fuck do I do this?
And then the sharks that are the A's come in and will eat you up.
Well,
Blood in the water.
That is always a danger. But where are the A's? You would know.
50 seconds back.
50 seconds back on the bees.
They are, indeed.
Wow.
Within 2 minutes off the front. So they're catching fast.
Well, listen, I think on this little view I've got of the A's, they're already going to catch the D's.
A few little independents that have dropped back. Perhaps they're in with them.
This is Mr. Timmins, I believe.
Oh, the TT bike.
Yeah. Maybe he was actually on a TT bike, because that would explain why he is
lacking the draft. Absolutely.
Dying a death. The A's are pretty small here, though. So, however, we have seen week after week that the A's have, I wouldn't say punched above their weight because they're the A's, but they have punched above their handicap.
Oh, absolutely.
No,
this is what we wanted. We wanted to come in close. Well, I know some of the times they were dropping way out the back. Oh, there's Timmins. He's gone.
Timmy.
The last few times they're pulling out the bag. They've been hungry. They've come back for it.
Yeah, it's like they have a bag full of bags. So I don't know whether it's just because it's harder to get a plastic bag. You normally get charged 5 to 10p for a plastic bag. So they've got a lot of those recyclable bags, and they keep them in another bag so that when it comes to these sorts of races, they've got a load of bags which they can bring out of that bag. And then it's like a Russian doll of bags.
Now they've become paper bags. You get them a little bit wet and you fall straight through the bottom.
Well, it's a problem when you're sweaty. Hey, don't handle a paper bag when you're covered in sweat.
Bags are not a good lycra.
That's what my mum used to tell me, or otherwise known as Facebook user. Do you use a recyclable bag?
If I remember to take it, yes.
Has it got your name on it?
Why would it have my name on it? Do you have one with your name on it?
No, because I'm not a weirdo, but I just presumed you might have your name on it, like
not at all.
As though somebody else might accidentally pick up your bag at school. Maybe you're
still at school.
Maybe your mum stitched your name into your recyclable
plastic
bag. I don't know. That's why we have these conversations. I've got to find out.
No, not at all. Didn't even have that for my school uniform.
Oh, sad days. Well, listen, look. Is that Holly? Almost ground to a halt. But now she's being ground to a pulp. As she is being crunched up by the angry, voracious A's. As
and I'd like to
on the warpath.
I'd like to point out, Steve, our coalition Cat Boos joining with the A's, is still in that group, riding strong. He should be doing himself a favour for getting that, working towards his upgrade.
Well, we'll see. We'll see at the end of the night, won't we? We'll see. Do you think he's going to get an upgrade? The way the A's have been going every week, I think you're going to have to push pretty hard to stay with them, because Nathan the Guerra Nathan has been pushing pretty bloody hard these last couple of weeks.
But he will need another 2 events like this to get that upgrade. It's not just off one.
You don't know what events he's done.
I did have a quick peek.
Okay.
I see we've got
you'll be
Gabriella from
nosing around Swift Power, but you won't prepare for this live stream by coming up with some catchphrases.
I'm nosing around at the moment as we speak. Multitasking. I can just about do that.
Right. Oh, well, I'm not too convinced to buy that. The A's and the B's, I think, are about 30 seconds adrift. By the looks of things.
Ride on.
What does that mean?
Tells you to on ride.
On ride. So who's going to win now? What's Swift Power saying? Not leave it to chance.
Give it a refresh. No, when you refresh the page, you have to. It takes you back to sign up. Right. Ooh. The bees. Followed by
bees are going to get it, do you?
Yeah. Currently, 15 seconds back of the A's.
There's
another 15-second back of the C's.
There's not long left.
No,
to score.
Wait. Sorry. No, the C's are out front.
Caught me out the C's are out front. Obviously, they got 50 seconds on the bees.
Yeah, they're going to be 30 seconds ahead at the finish. It believes. Yeah, you've only got 3K left.
The size of their group is well, you know, quite serious compared to some of the other teams.
Yeah, the A's are still 1:20 back, and they've only got 2.5K to cover. Not enough.
Here we are. This is a very unique angle you can get on Zwift, and that is through the ground.
A bit like the old school Mario Karts, Rainbow Roads.
Yeah, a little bit. You don't see this on GCN. So
this gives you a much better view. Look at that. No buildings in the way. All clear.
Lovely view from underneath the riders. It's quite disorientating, though, if I'm being honest.
Especially when there's stuff underneath you still.
Oh, there we go. Well,
hello.
We're forced up into the wheels.
Sewage viewage from Philippa there. Straight in. So she's got the catchphrases. Young brains. That's what that is.
Yeah, but I mean, she spends her time studying. So if that's the best she can come up with when she spends all that time studying, then I don't know. I think we're doomed as a civilization, if not already.
No comment.
Stefan Sandagger. That's an unfortunate name because that sounds almost like sandbagger. So, yeah, we'll presume that is just a coincidence. Sorry.
Trying to see if he's on Zwift Power, but I can't see it. Oh, there he is. Stefan Sangdanger. Yeah. He's out the back, one of the D's.
Oh, okay, he's out the back. Fair enough.
One of our coalition riders.
Listen, we're in the final K. We're going to go through the arcade, and then we're going to have the final sprint. It's not long thereafter. And I think it's going to be with the C's. Did wonder, 36 seconds, not going to come down. So C's are going to have their win this week.
They last have a win. It's been a while.
It has been a while, yeah. Part of the reason why I didn't bring the gap down like I normally would have was just so the C's did have a bit of a chance this week. It will be coming down next week to the normal gappage.
I don't even think the A's are going to catch the B's at this rate.
No, well, we will see. But this is it. This is where it's all going to crack off. I think Matthias, by the way, is wearing the same map cap that Nathan is. Somebody's gone early with a feather power up. It is
feather for sprinting.
Spritten has gone early, well early. But Matthias is coming.
Go. There they are. With Nat in behind, flying along. Look at that.
Britain has got the win all by himself. And the Bees were not really that far behind, to be honest. I'm seeing a lot of parrots being dropped too early, or they're just
will the A's go?
Gouty boys out the front. Gout from the Bees is going to get it. Okay.
Get back to the A's quick enough.
Here they are. Well, actually, it's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. We're going to hang tough with Nathan
some guns going.
Here we are.
It's sitting on Guerra's wheel.
But he's a little bit too late. He's a little bit too far back.
No. Oh, it's been done.
Word for the A's.
All the way through. And the D's aren't far back either. They're on their way in.
Oh, I forgot about the D's. Here we are. Here's Holly. Let's give Holly. I think it's her first time, possibly, leading the D's.
I think so, yeah.
So kudos to Holly for stepping up and doing that. Let's just have a look at Zwift Power and see the
Get
results.
those results loaded.
Let's hit generate results and let's see what's. Oh, log in with Zwift. My God, just. I'm in the same session. Stop asking me to log in.
Painful.
Christ. I'm going to hit generate results again, even though it says they are generated, but that's not true. Oh, sorry, I'm tired.
That's probably one of the first races on the Sprinters Playground, isn't it? I don't think we've had many out there yet.
No,
on the new courses.
I try obviously to pick a different course every week, so we've had a few races in Yokio when it first launched, but we've not had a race on Sprinters Playground. So this is the first time. So Holly, if you're watching, we're on you. We want to see you still sprint for it. I can see that Ryan there still giving it some beans. 10 watts per kilograms. Holly here. Who is this? Charalambus is sat on the wheel. Come on, Charalambus. Are you going to pull through or what?
Playing a tactical game. Sitting
very
in.
Very tactical. Well, this
just
is the race within the
finish.
Race.
You've always got
a race within the race.
Who's
your money on? Holly or Charalambus? Holly's going.
She's going. Holly's going.
Kilogram. Drop down 7.3.
Hold it all the way.
Charalambus has nothing. No reaction. Charalambus just has to watch Holly ride off into the distance, and she does.
It's all about winning your group finish, your group sprints.
Oh, so where's that water? I'm going to feel like I have COVID in the morning just from talking.
It's going around my work again at the moment.
Oh, great. It is. All of you fuckers on the... You're like, I'm building a plane. Cough everywhere, you know.
It doesn't matter what doorknobs I lick. I can't get it.
I don't want to know. I bet you're all licking swipe cards. I bet that's the kind of place you work in. You haven't got doorknobs.
No, we don't even have swipe cards. We have... You put them up against a little pad. Little magnetic cards. Oh. Beep.
Fair enough. Right, well, fuck all going on here. Now, let's have a look.
No. Oh, look at that early finish. Oh, look at Ian moaning. That's why his final sprint was poor. Come on. You need to learn that recovery at threshold between sprints to be able to go off for the win.
Here we've got some excuses coming in to say, I'm going to blame the numpty commentators for making me do a 15-second sprint to account for the poor final sprint. Yeah.
Same.
We didn't tell you to do anything. You know, you messed it up yourself. Is Kate also on a time trial bike? I don't know what's happening. This is the most time trial bikes we've ever had in a Chase to the Underground, I think.
Look at those pink shoes.
We do approve of pink shoes, though. It has to be said. Results, even though they have been fast-tracked to be generated, they are still not being generated. Hence is Swift Power.
Live give a bit of an idea. It does say Stuart out front, as we saw.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Mateus a second behind. Part of the Hummingbird squad. He hit 199 beats per minute during this.
Yeah, but he's old. How old do you think Mateus is?
He's mid-30s, isn't he? No,
he looks old, doesn't he?
He's a master. He's not that old.
I think he probably is mid-30s, but he looks old. What does it say? Does he say master on his Zwift Power?
There's master next to him.
He's not veteran?
No, he's a master.
Maybe he's lying about his age. In his picture, he looks younger, though. I think it's the glasses. And look at the hair. He's got long hair for him. Don't know.
I think last time.
Born in 84. Shit, that's the same year as me.
You are old, though, to be fair.
Yeah. It's just like me.
It makes me feel a bit younger. I thought I was old. That's nice. That's good.
No, you just look old.
Hey, I had a hard paper round. Leave me alone.
I think you've had a hard everything else after that, to be honest.
And before that.
Right, okay.
Old Labour.
Yeah, well, I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
This is a what's the German? Schwergeburt. That's my life on this show, to be honest.
I'm imaging you.
Yeah. So, but it's good. It's, I enjoy it.
I'll bring you back down to earth occasionally,
Below earth.
Oh, results are up.
Yeah. You bring me below the earth, about 6 feet below the earth.
No, that's where we meet in the middle and we get a nice balance.
No. Right, come on then. Let's get on with the results.
No, not interested.
What do you mean, not interested? Are you lying? I thought you said the results.
They are up.
I can't see them.
I can. Refresh. Log back in Swift. Come on.
I've hit
I've
force
been tagged in
refresh.
Discord.
Yes, I have. Results are going to be generated every 30 minutes for up to 6 hours after the event begins. Is that what you got? Listen, right. If you've got results, if you think you're so smart, tell us what it's saying.
The win, Stuart Britton, as we saw.
Yeah.
Mateus, 0.1 second back.
Oof.
Nothing in it. Both, and then Nat came in third, half a second behind, with sweeper Ian second behind as well. So, he's moaning about his poor sprint, but clearly he still put it out there. He just couldn't hold off those two.
Yeah, he's clearly not got enough to do the
podium.
repeated efforts. So that's something that he needs to work on, I think.
We're here to see your weaknesses, That's what it's about.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing is that you bring a lot of weakness to this show.
Oh, absolutely.
And that also means that, so if we see other weakness, it always looks slightly better.
Can always improve.
Can always improve. Can't be worse.
What is he saying in the chat that it was tough work out there?
Well, let's be honest.
Chat.
Let's be honest. That was not tough. Ian says, that's why I brought your Canyon training program endorsement, etc. Yes. The Canyon Esports training program is the ultimate indoor training program brought to you by Canyon Esports, the ultimate indoor training program creators. Helping you be the best at indoor training programs.
It's a great plan.
It's a good plan. Pretty proud
and
of
Lionel's
that.
got a nice one as well.
I don't know.
Good.
No, he has. We'll give Lionel a shout out. Lionel, if you're in the chat, Lionel, I don't think he's in the chat. He could shout out about his training program.
Yeah, that's it. Felipe's in there, correct?
No. That's when did you first suggest? This is like because you were an early member of the coalition. It's got to be like March last year.
March, April last year.
Where you were like, oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, so stupid. Funny though.
But I can see that we've got
never been the same since.
We've got Aaron here.
Hiya.
You're right, Aaron. Every week you're in the same position. You're wearing the same jersey.
Yeah.
How do I know that this isn't pre-recorded?
Oh, well, because I'm answering this question, probably. I've not answered this one before.
Tell us something new this week. What's new? How do you feel in the A's? I mean, you lost this week, so that's got to be a bit of a bummer.
You were 40 seconds back.
40 seconds.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
There wasn't much cooperation, to be absolutely honest. There's a few of us that were working quite hard, but then we'd be pulling, and then the next person would take over, but then the person behind them wouldn't be pulling through, so we'd be losing the wheel. So the group would be splitting up a bit.
Do you feel embarrassed, by the way? Do you feel it? Do you feel any shame?
Ooh, a little bit of shame being beaten, because I think
beaten by the Seas. I mean, no disrespect to the Seas. I mean, no disrespect to the Seas.
Yeah, they're strong today.
But the A's have been showing up the last couple of weeks. They've been showing everybody who the bosses
Yeah,
are. But this week,
a bit tougher.
I saw you were the only one in the audio chat. No one else wanted to play.
Yeah,
I wanted to speak to you. What did you say? What did you say to yourself?
what did I say to myself? Well, I soon realised that I was the only one there, so I went and put Spotify on. So I think there was a few people in at the start. Moritz was there, and so we had a bit of discussion beforehand. But then, yeah, I ended up, because I'm using my phone for both Discord and Zwift Companion. I thought may as well communicate to more people on the Companion app. So.
Just so we do have results in, and here they are. Just to confirm, it is C.
All the
top
C's.
14. So well done, Stuart Britton. Well done, Matthias, for getting on there. Well done, Nat, as well. This week, decoupling herself from the responsibility of being a sweeper just so she can get on the podium. So that is legit. B's there, A's so far back. Maurice, you have joined us. How is the shame for you?
Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's pretty tough because there were like
T-shirt,
only.
by the way.
Do you understand?
Did you
me?
just put this T-shirt on?
Yeah, I was riding for like 10 minutes in it, and I didn't want to join the stream naked, so I'm wearing the rougher stuff, the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very responsible.
Saddle sores are not good if you're naked.
I'm also wearing my Rafa.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Thanks,
Looks
man.
dope.
Yeah, super dope.
Yeah, we were just like 5 or 6 guys pulling at the front, and then you can't win a chase race on such a short and flat course. Easy as that.
It was the sprinters course, though. It's in the name.
Yeah, it's the sprinters course, but there were like only 5 people working at the front, and on such a short course, as I said, the whole blob gotta do some mean pulls, and like 2/3 of the blob just chilled in the back, and by the way, I did my best 31-minute power in my Zwift career.
Wow. Okay, that's a big one because a lot of people are tracking their 31-minute power.
The real question is, Moritz, did you manage to remember to take your SIS gels?
Yeah, I saved them.
Yeah, you got some more jizz.
Yeah, I got them.
Hey.
Oi. That's not gel though. That's
no, but this is jizz beta fuel. it's even better. It's the more potent stuff.
Turbocharged.
How did you? What? I still don't know what word you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, maybe the jizz did not work out this week.
No.
For you.
Next time.
But I mean, the problem is, I think you've been a little bit of a victim of your own success because the last few weeks, the A's have really dominated. So I think that's why I decided, well, I'm not going to bring the time gap down because you've been so powerful, so forthright.
That's okay. That's okay to do the course that short and with this time gap, but the whole blob gotta work. That's the thing. If the whole blob works, you get a good rotating in, and the blob is moving fast by itself when people pull through. But Yeah,
Numbers for sure.
when,
Sure.
yeah, when only like 5 people are working and Nathan is doing suicide pulls at the front, it's not working.
Yeah, I think
That
there was
is
someone going
really
for
strange.
intermediate sprints as well, which was interesting.
I guess maybe. So this course is going to be in the upcoming
Yeah.
Swift Racing League. It's part of the reason why I chose it. And I
Oh,
think
really?
maybe they were trying to get some practice in for the Swift Racing League. That might explain their odd behavior. Actually, oh, I see.
Ah.
Holly is also hopped in. No camera.
Might have
Ollie,
some jokes though.
Holly, hopefully not. Holly, where's your camera? You're on audio.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to go. My phone's about to die, so
That's fine.
I've got to jump for dinner. So thank you, guys.
Enjoy
Yeah.
dinner.
Nice chatting to you again.
Yeah,
Aaron,
don't-
Hopefully
it was a pleasure. You did some great work. Thanks.
So
man.
did you, Moritz. Thank you.
Oh, that's lovely.
hopefully-
Isn't
Look
it?
at that. Teamwork.
Hopefully we'll
lovely.
win. Hopefully we'll win next week. So
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll come
we
back
will.
stronger.
it's like live Tinder.
Yeah.
Right, see you guys.
Feel the love. All right. Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah.
Sideways, Holly.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
We're here. Look at that. In the correct jersey and all.
How's it going? How did you get on? This was your first time leading for the coalition, I think, unless
Well,
I'm wrong.
Google. I can hear myself back. 1 second. Hang on.
Tech issues.
Oh, yeah. It's all echoey. I think. Oh, no. I'm all right now. I'm good to go. What was the question?
The question was, I'll put it to you again. I started, so I'll finish. This is your, I believe, first time leading a ride in the Chase the Underground for the Coalition. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just wanted to know, how was it?
I'm still alive. So I even Googled some jokes and
I saw.
I've earned my Baileys this evening because that's what we ride for.
Have you
Baileys
had any
and jokes.
Baileys?
Yeah, I haven't yet because I'm still warming down.
Well, I mean, you say that as though that's some sort of excuse. Surely you should have
Yeah, good.
Baileys in your bidons.
Yeah, I'll sort that out.
Go on. Are you going to
Oh.
get some Baileys now?
Yeah,
All right.
it's Friday.
Need Bailey's in a jail. That'd work, wouldn't it?
No, gels are disgusting.
What?
Oh, not with Bailey's in.
I've turned my camera off so you can't see the mess in my kitchen.
Yeah.
That's fine. Well, it adds to a bit of the drama, the mystique.
Right.
We can hear
Proper
it
Baileys
pouring.
as well.
Is
It's
that-
not.
Is that ice being dropped into
Yeah,
a
of
Baileys?
course it is.
Oh, I don't
Yeah, you
know.
can't have ice without
Nice.
Ta-da!
Can't have ice without Baileys. Look at that.
Get a
That
glass
is a
one.
big glass of
Do you think
Baileys.
Well,
About 5 shots of Baileys.
It must have been a hard race. Christ.
it's like interval training, though, isn't it? Really?
What, having 5 shots of Baileys?
It's yeah. Cheers! It's Friday.
Cheers. I'm really sorry.
Cheers.
I only have an empty glass
I have squash.
which previously held water in it. So I'm a little bit embarrassed. Normally I have rum.
Sort it out.
I think we have some Baileys.
Well,
I think
get
we've got some Bailey somewhere.
Let me just see. if
Aisle
I've got some Baileys.
16.
I've got to go. All right, we're all off for Bailey's.
Started a trend.
I'm in my freaking Swift room with no drinks.
Right. I do
Cheers.
also actually own a bottle of Baileys. So I will join you for a little tipple of Baileys. Has Andy gone to find
Excellent.
Baileys?
Make sure you
Yeah.
put ice in it.
I can't be asked to go get the ice. I also only have crushed ice, which is not appropriate. So
No, it melts too
No.
quickly. You need cubed ice.
yeah. So here we go. This Chase to the Underground brought to you by Bailey's.
Yeah, well, that's great sponsor.
Yeah.
Bailey's, the original Irish cream. Which I also did not know until I just read that. I didn't even know it was a product of Ireland, to be honest.
I couldn't even find any.
I just thought it was generic brown alcohol.
I've got some
Just get a
Thunder
straw.
vodka.
Don't bother with the glass. Just get a straw.
There we go. My shot of Bailey's or glass of Bailey's is slightly less than yours, though. But anyway,
I'll come in with some toffee vodka, Thunder vodka. That's all we had.
it's no good. Moritz, you just got the jizz.
Yeah, I got the gist in.
It's always the same. Good.
Yeah, just
Ooh.
wait a second.
That's probably not dissimilar to warm Bailey's, to be honest.
No, it's even better.
Oh, the conversations we accidentally have. So bizarre.
I ran out of jokes as well.
By the way, where do you live, Holly? Like, have you stolen that bunting from the Tour de France in Yorkshire or something?
Well, guess where I live? Yeah. Yeah.
So it was from that.
I stole oh god, I'm clicked in and I was supposed to get off me bike.
Whoa.
Wait a sec. So I stole this.
You're right there, Reese.
There's a reason why you drink it cold, because you can't taste it. Oh,
Look, see
Yeah,
the reflection of Maritz riding.
oh yeah, Tour de Yorkshire. But is the bunting from Tour de Yorkshire or is it from the Tour de France?
It's Tour de France when it came through Yorkshire. I got a flag too.
Oh,
hang on.
lovely.
You know, for when I win, I've got my flag ready.
All right. Has it had much use?
Not lately, thanks COVID. But
don't-
it will have use. It's ready there, you see.
That's good.
Yeah.
I have a Welsh flag, which I've only utilised once when Geraint Thomas won the Tour de France. And I rode through Berlin with it over my shoulders. Which the Rafa team kindly indulged me with that honour. Whereabouts in Yorkshire do you live?
Skipton.
Oh, I just knew you were going to say Skipton. I don't know why.
You know where Skipton is?
Yes, I've driven past it.
All right. Okay. Did you blink and miss it?
I like it. It's it's short for Skip Town. So
Well, it actually means Sheep Town
Does
in foreign, in like long ago.
in foreign.
I did mean foreign. I have had some Baileys, to be fair.
That's quick.
is that what the Vikings called sheep? Skips.
Must be. I don't know. I just get told these things.
You were watching the new Vikings before this, Reese, so you should know.
Yeah, but they weren't talking about going to fucking Skipton. They weren't like, when we invade England, we've got to go to Skipton or whatever it's called.
I've been talking about sheep.
I've
There's
not
a skip.
Are there any sheep in the Vikings TV show? I've not seen many.
No, you've been watching it. I heard you commentating on it beforehand.
It's true. Yeah, you probably did.
So if you've driven past Skipton, where do you live?
Berlin.
I've
Okay,
driven past
it's
it.
nearby.
No, because I was living in London at the time, and we went to the Tour de France in Yorkshire.
Oh,
So
yes. So that is from the.
I don't know where we camped, but I actually went to all three of the stages in the UK. So there was two in Yorkshire, and then
Cambridge.
there was one in Essex. Yeah, well, Cambridge, and they went through Essex. So I watched it in Essex as well. I can't. Well, we watched the first race, first stage. I was on Buttertubs.
Yeah.
And the second day, Hebden Bridge.
Yep.
Yeah, so we were there, which was less exciting because they just went through and then we fucked off again. And then yeah, sort of similar deal in Essex as well. But Buttertubs was amazing. And then we descended down Buttertubs and watched it in a big screen as we watched Mark Cavendish absolutely stack it. So it's very emotional.
Yeah. I loved it. The Tour de Yorkshire every year after that, except for COVID years.
Yeah, what's happening with the Tour de Yorkshire, by the way? Do you know? Because it's I heard it might be cancelled.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
See you. Thanks.
Hi, Moritz.
Moritz, right, you just jump in, mate.
No,
Just tell us what you know about Yorkshire.
I have absolutely.
I love
I have
this.
it in my Yorkshire. I know
Puddings.
Yorkshire
Do you know
pudding.
about Yorkshire puddings?
Yeah, that's the only thing, and it's disgusting. I just had it once in Cornwall, in the south of England.
What the fuck?
And
No. All right, thanks, Moritz. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Moritz, mate. Right, Moritz is gone.
I've got 2 stages the Tour de Britain.
Oh, Holly's
where
gone as
I live.
well.
Oh, you booted her.
I didn't boot her. She just left by her own volition. Right.
Oh,
Well, there we go. Listen, like we've been talking for already too long,
Race finished half an hour ago.
but at least I got a glass of warm Baileys.
Thunder vodka.
You've got Thunder
Tandem.
Coffee vodka, which you've not even opened, so I don't know why you're trying to show it off.
Yeah, it only comes half full.
Yeah, as does life. Right. On that
Yes.
note,
Yeah.
let's bugger off. I won't even bother raiding. I presume John B is also live, but we've been talking shit for so long that there's only
Yes.
3 other people watching, and they're not going to watch.
Probably us.
John B. Yeah, probably. It's
Always a
not.
pleasure.
Yeah, well, it probably is for you.
Here to make your life worse. All right.
Oh, lovely stuff. We'll be back again next week. I'm just going to have a quick look.
Well,
For those who are loyal and have stayed with us until the bitter end, the stage next week is going to be London Classique. Even shorter. It's going to be the shortest Chase to the Underground we've ever done, and we will be bringing down the time gaps so the A's do have a chance. So it's going to be fast and furious next week. So
be exciting.
yes, join us for an action-packed evening of about half an hour's worth of racing. Andy, you have one job now to just come up with one catchphrase, okay?
Right now or for next time?
No, next week. I'm giving you.
Next
Oh, look,
week.
wait a minute.
Sorry,
said
my
evening.
battery died.
Right. Well, we
Right.
figured you just were pissed off at us.
Yeah,
And
the whole
Upset about the Yorkshire.
you were just angry about the Yorkshire pudding being
I was
eaten in
fuming.
Cornwall. Yeah.
About a toad in the hole.
Yeah. Well, and also, don't be bothered buying Aunt Bessie's crap. You've got to make them with flour. And
You've got to make them yourself.
you do, yeah, don't be buying Aunt Bessie's. Or Lancashire cheese.
What?
What? Don't buy Lancashire cheese. Is that?
Yeah, don't buy Lancashire cheese.
Just throwing
You've
that
got
one
to
in.
make- You've got to make your own Lancashire cheese.
No,
Well, I'm
just
sorry,
don't.
but
Yeah.
yeah, don't make your pies. Don't make pork pies if you don't live in Moulton Mulberry.
Yep, that's right. Yep. Or have scones unless you live in Devon or the other place.
Cornwall.
Other place.
Cornwall.
Cornwall.
Yeah, well,
that's it.
Devon people from Devon don't know how to eat scones. They're idiots.
The
So,
cream first or the jam first?
Yeah, obviously you put the jam on first.
You put the cream on first.
Yeah, because where Andy lives, they're fucking stupid.
You're stupid. Is it a scone or a scone? That's the danger.
I don't care. I mean,
God.
I can say both.
I do like eating them, as
I'm multilingual.
far as I go.
Yeah. So, yeah, you joined us, Holly, just as we were leaving because we were like, that's got to be our cue to wrap this up.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I need to go and get showered anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I make a
thanks.
Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could. I finished my Baileys, so I don't think I'd be safe cooking Yorkshire pudding right now. Anyways, that's my recovery drink sorted.
Oh, but tell you what, a good Yorkshire pudding should be able to hold a reservoir of Baileys for when you need it.
That's a good test. Next week, I'll try and have a Yorkshire pudding ready.
Baileys.
Yeah.
Test.
Just so you can bring it on at the end and just...
Yeah. And be like, I'll drink the Baileys from the Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, well, okay.
I'll let you know how that goes.
No, well, we'll want to watch it. How is the live stream?
Choose yourself
gone
in now.
The live stream just went from 3 people to 10 people.
They've all come back for the Yorkshire pudding.
Jesus Christ.
The live stream went from 10 people. I can only see you two.
No, people watching.
People watching. Like everybody, like the viewership had slowly gone down, understandably. So I was like, right, we're just
it's
talking
all my
to...
fans. I've got fans. I can't help it.
They're here for the jokes. What is your top joke tonight?
Like my favourite one. Oh God. Well, there was one that I didn't actually type, and I hope, God, because I thought it was a bit too risky. But sod it. It's after 8 o'clock now, so it's all right. So I hope I die in my sleep, like my granddad, not like the passengers in his car that was screaming. Yeah. Anyway, you can laugh later if you want.
That's good. That's right up my right up my street.
Yeah. And the melons one. If life gives you melons, you must be dyslexic.
I've only got crude ones in my head. But...
Yeah.
Or is it about oil?
Not about. Oh.
Hey.
He's a punny guy over here.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Oh, it's a.
I said only crude jokes, and
oil.
Is it about oil?
God,
I'm too quick, you see. Just too quick.
Too awake.
It's been a long day.
More Baileys needed.
Yeah, it's actually been. It felt a lot longer in the last half an hour. So, but that joke, Holly, was a great one. Actually, your granddad joke.
Thanks, Google.
Yeah, that's the sort of jam / brass eye level kind of joke, I think. So
Jam. We've done jam already. We've done the jam and cream and scone. That's
no Jam, the TV show.
I know. God. Right. I'm gonna say bye to my fans and go get de-smelled now.
Yeah, I think it's time you go into isolation.
No, I did that. We've done that. COVID's done and dusted now. No more isolation.
I don't know. There's a few more people who probably need to die before it's all over.
Could do with a coal.
I mean, you guys live in the UK. You're like heads of death as far as COVID goes. So
Don't have to do anything now.
nah,
Yeah.
nature run its course.
Does us a favour.
If you die, you die.
I'm still here.
For now.
Yeah.
For now.
All right.
Oh, my hairy legs protect me from COVID. We're fine.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
Well, they definitely protect you from potentially cheating on your fiance.
The hairy legs thing.
My hairy legs.
Okay.
Horrendous.
You like smooth legs, do you, Reese?
What's next week's chase rate route? Says Facebook user.
Reese's mum. We've already said that.
We've already said it. So
What is it?
Oh.
were you not paying attention?
Left.
No, I wasn't.
Fuck's sake! Like honestly,
Yeah,
I can't get a
well.
snack these days.
Sack me.
Okay. Okay, it will. Yeah, I do a report card for Nat, and yeah, we'll see.
Report card. Let's try harder.
We'll see whether you're back next week.
This is the boardroom right now.
I'll get loads of people to go on strike if you sack me.
Oh, okay. Sounds
What's
like a
People-
challenge.
anyway? What?
People have tried. We're still here.
Yeah, to be honest, if
what's
anyone
the
should be
route?
sacked, it's probably myself. By the way, yeah, Facebook user again says, "What's next week's J8 route?" That is London Classique. as they
Short and
say in
sharp.
France.
Funny story about London. I ran a
You'll be
marathon
the judge
in
of that.
London.
Right, that's not funny.
Yeah, but I mention it all the time. It is. No, it wasn't funny at the end. It was like
Why was it funny at the beginning?
it's. I think I know what Bale is.
Go on, tell us the funny bit.
How do you know if someone's ran a marathon? They'll tell you.
Reese has run a marathon.
God, he's like stone faced.
I've run a marathon.
Yes.
I've
Join
run
the
a
club.
marathon. A DIY one.
Excellent.
I had to make my own marathon. That's the sad thing. I was desperate.
Yeah, I believe it. I don't think they'd let you into a real marathon.
I'll find out on Monday.
Which
The
one?
ballot, London.
The London Marathon. Oh God, it's Monday, isn't it? Yeah, I entered the ballot again.
I've ran twice in the last year, so we're looking hopeful.
Can I still enter the ballot?
Ballet, maybe.
Ballet, maybe.
I'm doing the London Marathon.
You are doing it.
I mean, sorry, Berlin.
We could do a coalition marathon run. That'd be good.
Yeah, no.
You could do like
Oh.
a relay. Everybody does like 5 kilometers.
A marathon each.
Yeah.
Do they do it in October now? No.
Yeah,
probably not.
yeah, it's October now. COVID bumped it back, so it now remains.
What
Oh, so
is
you can
the-
make it.
It's the TSC.
TCS, yeah.
What the fuck? When I did, it was Flora.
In like 1847 or whatever.
Yeah, back when in medieval times, when they only had the margarine because it was so difficult to refrigerate butter without refrigerators.
You had fridges.
Not in the medieval time.
Just
Right.
cold. Before global warming, it was just cold.
Yeah, the coldest thing you would have to put your spread in would
What's
be
your soul?
yeah, well, would be the corpse of your enemies.
Okay. You'd have to wait a few days though for the body heat to like disperse. Because you can't have like a fresh corpse because they're still warm a little bit.
Obviously,
Yeah.
everybody
think-
knows that.
Yeah.
Don't put your spread in a fresh corpse. You learn that in primary school.
So,
What's blue and orange at the bottom of a swimming pool?
A dead child.
Baby with pop armbands.
Right,
Oh my
okay. It's basically the same as what I said. Charity
Look at it.
entry.
yeah, do it for charity.
Oh my god, that guy Ken looks like a right freak.
And Dodd.
I don't know, but he's wearing some sort of mask. I don't know if you want to look like a.
Might be
really
his own face.
Well, no, he just looks like a really fast pedo.
Opposed to a slow pedo.
Yeah, well,
It's the kind of pedo you can't get away from. The fast ones.
it's true. Well, they do hold the children's race before the full-length marathon, so in some sense, I guess that's just incentivizing some runners. But maybe I've run out of chances to enter the international ballot.
I mean, they might not let you in if I'm honest. If you
A fast pedo.
yeah.
What? So they only let me in if I'm a slow one?
Well, can't have you catching the kids up. This is
aren't you a British national still? So why do you have to be an international? Or do you class Wales as a?
Well, I'm a national and international man of mystery.
Oh, right. You got a hairy chest as well.
No.
What's your definition of hairy?
Holds warmth and food.
What kind of food? Are we talking like a whole fish?
A pasty
Pasty?
that's 90% meat.
Yeah. Does it still have to be complete as an entire pasty, or can it be segmented into smaller parts? Still 6 people watching this, by the way.
Brilliant.
You know what could send them away? I went to the doctors the other day and they told me to stop masturbating. I asked him why, and he says he is trying to examine me.
What?
I'll write that joke down for next week's Chase Race.
Good.
I mean, Andy is just reading these off of a web page.
I'm not.
How do I
What,
enter the ballot?
You have to do it when the London Marathon is on. It's on. The ballot opens that week.
What, a game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still ready to go.
Okay. Born ready. You can't do 2022. You'll be able to do the virtual one.
Fuck that. It was a fucking virtual London Marathon outside of London.
Well, I did.
All right.
Yeah. In 2020, it wasn't in London. You have to do it virtually.
Great. It's not the same, is it? Hey, running around Skipton.
I ran from Leeds to me.
Like, we're just a couple of, I don't know, school children coming up, pressing their faces against the fence, going, "What's that weird woman doing?" It's not the same as actually doing the London Marathon.
The thing is, though, like the kids, I work at a school, and
well, not for much longer, I don't think.
They love it. They're like, "Oh, Miss, you've done the London Marathon." I'm like,
"Oh, the marathon, good, okay." No, I was talking more about your topic of conversation this evening is questionable. Andy's gone.
Bye, Andy. He's got to do his marathon.
Don't know, right?
God knows.
It's great to know that we have a school teacher in the house. Andy's messaging me now saying, "Internet has died," as he messages me over the internet. "Cheers, mate. Always a disappointment," he says. Fair enough. Yeah.
Nice.
It's consistent. Right. Before you actually do get fired, which maybe it's too late for, but maybe you can be a ride leader permanently then as your full-time job. Well, I'm going to say thank you, Holly, for joining.
What's the pay like?
Poor. But probably around about the same as the teachers, to be honest.
Yep.
We're in line with
same level of conversation, if I'm honest.
I mean, originally when I set up the coalition, I was advised by Michael Gove, who was the original education secretary.
Original dickhead. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Who is it currently? Is it Gavin Williams? Or has he changed? Who was it last?
Some idiot who doesn't know what it's like to be in a school ever.
When I that's not a word. When I worked with the I don't know what it's called.
Government? CIA?
Government. Yeah, the Department for Education, but it was like the National College of Education or something. It's one of their agencies. Michael Gove was in charge, and everybody there, all the civil servants I worked with, fucking hated him, which is obviously not a surprise. And they keep changing hands all the time. I think Gavin Williamson was the last one. He was shit. I think also who was the twat? Hunt.
All twats.
Yeah, he was in charge of. He was National Health. Fucked that up consistently. They're all fucking up. And then he went. I think he was in education for a bit. So.
Well, they need to get someone who's actually worked in a normal school, not some like Eton College crap.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, I'll apply. I'll let you know how it goes.
All right.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go get showered because I
Yeah, do that.
missed.
You stink of Bailey's. So
Yeah, but Bailey's is a good smell. Yeah.
well, I don't know. By the way, this stream, for those of you who have left, was brought to you by Bailey's, the
Yeah, I'm gonna
original.
Hang on, let me just go. I have to cover my camera up because my kitchen's a bit of a mess.
My wife just realised I'm drinking her Bailey's.
It's oh my god, that's sacrilege! Right,
The original Irish cream.
It's sponsored by Bailey's.
Whoa, you got a
Those of
bigger
you
Bailey's than
listening.
me. It's no
Bailey's and
competition.
Yorkshire puddings. The Yorkshire puddings will be coming later.
All right, I'm going to go make my wife some Baileys as well, I think, before she gets angry at me.
Yeah, well, she deserves it, really. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Holly. Great job.
How do I actually hang up this thing?
I'm just going to end it.
Right. Okay. Great.
I'm just going to end it. Bye.